Welcome to back my channel, dear student. Today in this class we will discuss definition of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells. A prokaryotic cell is a relatively simple cell that does not have a true membrane bound nucleus or membrane bound organelles. It is genetic material is located in a regions called the nucleoid. Example, bacteria and archaea. Now prokaryotic cells. A prokaryotic cell is a more complex cell that contains a true membrane bound nucleus and membrane bound organelles such as mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus. The examples of eukaryotic cells is animals, plant cells and fungi or protists. Now, how you remember that the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell? Pro before carrion, nucleus, prokaryotic equal no nucleus, not true nucleus. Eu true, carrion equal carrion nucleus. Eukaryotic equal true nucleus present plus membrane bound organelles. Okay. Now in this figure, A is eukaryotic cells and B is prokaryotic cell. In eukaryotic cell, defined nucleus, membrane bound organelles structure, organelles complex structure as generalized fungal cells. It's generalized fungal cell. And prokaryotic cells, no nucleus, no membrane bound organelles, simple structure, generalized bacterial cell or Now, how you make difference between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells? It basically depends on some content like nucleus and no nucleus. In nucleus, no. In bacterial cell, no nucleus. And membrane bound organelles, and nucleolus. No, it's like a nucleolus. Okay. Now DNA structure of DNA, no DNA structure. Content and circular DNA, no molecules. Okay. So cell wall composition and thick wall cell. Okay. So size and teeny size. Size is very high and it's teeny size. Okay. Now the structural comparisons of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells lack a true nucleus and membrane bound organelles, whereas eukaryotic cells contain a membrane bound nucleus and various specialized organelles. Okay. Prokaryotic cells lack a membrane bound nucleus and other membrane bound organelles. with their genetic materials located in the nucleotide region. In contrast, eukaryotic cells possess a membrane-bound nucleus and specialized organelles including mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus. Now, difference between prokaryotic vs eukaryotic cells. See the example: animal, plant and protist. Here bacterial archaea. Okay, so cell size. Eukaryotic cells generally big size cells. It's 10 to 100 micrometer, and prokaryotic cell usually 0.1 to 5 micrometer. Cell nucleus, truly present nucleus in eukaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell, true nucleus is very absent. So nuclear membrane, whereas here nucleus is present, then nuclear membrane also present. In this prokaryotic cell, nuclear membrane is absent. DNA location in nucleus, nucleoid region. In eukaryotic cells, DNA is nucleus regions, and in prokaryotic cells in nucleoid regions. DNA structure usually multiple linear chromosomes and usually single circular chromosomes. Histone protein. In eukaryotic cell, histone protein is present. In prokaryotic cell, generally absent histone protein. In bacteria, archaeal histones are occur. Sometimes it's present in archaea. So plasmids less common, present in some organs, common. In plasmid is common in bacterial cell. Cell divisions in eukaryotic cells is mitosis and meiosis, and bacteria also doing binary fission system. Cell organelles, membrane bound organelles are present in eukaryotic cells, absent in prokaryotic cells. Mitochondria also present in eukaryotic cells and absent in prokaryotic cells. Chromoplast also present in eukaryotic cell and absent in prokaryotic cells. Endoplasmic reticulum also present in eukaryotic cells, absent in prokaryotic cells. Golgi apparatus also present, also absent in prokaryotic cells. Lysosome present especially in animal cells. Lysosome is present, absent as typical membrane bound organelles in prokaryotic cells. And ribosomes also 80 sedimented in cytoplasms, 70 sedimented in bacterial or prokaryotic cells. Okay, and ribosomal subunit also 60 plus 40 and 50 plus 30 ribosomal subunit in prokaryotic cells. Okay, the cell wall, plant cellulose in prokaryotic cells, plant cellulose, fungi, chitin and animal absent, means plant cell wall in absent in animal cells. In fungi, chitin like and plant cellulose like. Okay, made by cellulose. So usually present in prokaryotic cells, usually present cell wall. In bacterial cell wall contain also peptidoglycan. Plasma membrane present in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, also present plasma membrane. in the flagella structure in eukaryotic cells also complex made it by 92 plus 9 plus 2 means 11 made of 11 arrangement in plants in animal cells, and microtubule also present in plant cells na. Okay. Simple structure microtubule flagella in mainly made by flagellin in bacterial cells means prokaryotic cells. Okay, so cytoskeleton, well developed cytoskeleton in eukaryotic cells and simpler less cytoskeleton in bacterial cell. It also elaborate. Transcription also occur in nucleus in eukaryotic cells, and transcription also occur in bacterial or prokaryotic cells in cytoplasm or nuclei. Okay. Next, translation. Cytoplasm and endoplasmic reticulum also get in translation, and only translation will occurs in prokaryotic cells in cytoplasm. So transcriptions and translations usually separated spatially and temporally, and it can be occur. Transcriptions and translations can be occur by stimulation. mRNA processing. mRNA processing, intensive processing, capping, Foley a tail splicing, generally minimal type of mRNA processing in prokaryotic cells. Introns, common in many eukaryotic genes. Intron occurred in eukaryotic genes, rare in bacterial genes. Intron rare in bacterial genes. So operon is generally uncommon in eukaryotic cells, but in prokaryotic cells it's very common. Gene organization, more complex gene organization in eukaryotic cells, but in prokaryotic cells it's open compact. Chromosomes, chromosome number, usually multiple chromosome in eukaryotic cells, very less or only one chromosome in prokaryotic cells. Okay, chromosome location, nucleus and nuclei. ATP production, mainly ATP production in mitochondria when power will generate at the glycolysis period. Okay, and plasma membrane ATP will happen. ATP will be production at a plasma membrane in prokaryotic cells. Okay, photosynthesis generally occur in chloroplast in plant cells and occurs on the photosynthesis occurs on a specialized plasma membrane synthesis in plasma membrane system. Endocytosis also common in eukaryotic cells and generally absent in prokaryotic cells. Exocytosis is common in eukaryotic cell and generally absent in prokaryotic cell. Vesicular transport also present in all type of eukaryotic cells, absent in prokaryotic cells. cell specialization highly developed in eukaryotic cell and very limited in prokaryotic cells. Multicellularity in many are in multicellularity in eukaryotic cell, but it mostly unicellular in bacterial or prokaryotic cells. Okay, so compartmentalizations very extensive in eukaryotic cells, very limited in prokaryotic cells. Genetic complexity are higher in eukaryotic cell, very relative in prokaryotic cells. Reproduction, asexual and sexual reproduction happened in eukaryotic cell, and reproduction also asexual in prokaryotic cells. Cell cycle G1S, G2 and M phases happened in eukaryotic cells, not typical eukaryotic cells cycle. So centrioles present in many animal cells, but centriole absent in plants, prokaryotic cells or bacterial cells. Vacuole, large central vacuole in plant cells, usually absent, or a small vacuole in inclusions in prokaryotic cells. Paroxysms also present in eukaryotic cells and absent or typically present in prokaryotic cells. Nuclear pores are also present in eukaryotic cell, absent in prokaryotic cells. Nucleolus present inside of nucleus, absent in prokaryotic cells. Cell complexity, high complexity in eukaryotic cells, but relatively simple in prokaryotic cells. Evolutionary organization, more complex cellular organization, but evolutionary organizations in older or simpler cellular organization in prokaryotic cells. Example of organization in human, yeast, plants, amoeba, E. coli, bacillus, cyanobacteria, or all bacterial type cells. Typical level of organization: unicellular or multicellular, only unicellular in prokaryotic cells. So student, in this class we learn different type of difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, and many content, mostly 50 contents in contents difference between in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Please like and subscribe my channel to get next videos and on different topics. Thanks.